Hello, everyone. Jose J. Garcia with Garcia Home University. Real quick video for you. Records. Visited with a bunch of investors. It was a network meet, and I kind of overhear, of course, things that I like to listen to, and then come back and make videos for you. Kind of answer question one time for everybody. But they kept talking about tax sales, liens, that sort of thing, which is all good stuff. There is a way to get the properties that way. By properties, I mean mobile homes, but even land, real estate. And now I'm referring to tax sales, which are now post-COVID kind of thing that's happening. Depending on the size of the city, some have more than others. Typical average, what I've seen where we're located is first Tuesday of every month. Steps at the door at the courthouse. That's how they do it. Some again depends on the size. Some counties that we deal with, it's every 3 months, every 5 months, and they'll flat out just tell you, hey, okay, when we have properties, when we have deals, as they mention them, we'll let you know because they know who I am and what I do. But one thing that caught my attention was that there are ways to go online and figure out because and this is a huge step for you all looking for a deal. You do not have to wait for tax up for one. If you know of a property that's behind on taxes, for instance, could it possibly mean that that is a sale and a deal for you? I don't know, maybe. And if nothing more, could be somebody that you could be helping out by simply taking over the property, maybe buying it from them and then paying that lien off or the tax sale or whatever is behind due X amount of years, that sort of thing. On average, in the state of Georgia, if a mobile home, that means a mobile home in a mobile home park is behind 2 years, that's typically when you start seeing them being put on the tax sale. Some counties wait till it's 3 years. Some counties are pretty strict, and after a year or so, they start going ahead and trying to sign them. It just all depends. It's something that you can even call the tax assessor's office and get a lot of these questions answered. But I wanted to show you all, because even if you're looking at a deal, let's say you're not trying to go through tax sale, you're not trying to get anything that's obviously has liens, has taxes, but it's something that you have to do as part of your due diligence. You have to know, are they up to date? Are they up to date on lot rent, which means what they actually owe the park? Are they up to date and or current with the tax sale, meaning what they owe the city? 9 out of 10 people will always tell me, yes, yes, we're good, we're caught up, we paid them so and so, only to find out, no, they didn't. It is what it is. That usually becomes a negotiation tactic skill later on. But during the meantime, we're going to do a proper due diligence. I want you to learn something that I had to learn the hard way. You're going to learn from me. But years ago, we did buy a mobile home. We rushed it. Well, hey, what happens when you rush things? Things typically do not work out or you get in trouble with. So we did. We bought a property. Everything checked out. Everything looked good. They were good with the park. It happened to be a weekend. So we said, okay, they're saying that the taxes are paid, etc. There's different ways to try to, verify that. I didn't know what I'm about to show you. But bottom line, they were not. And it was up for a tax sale coming up. So not only had it missed a couple years of payment, it had already been put into the tax sale. When they put a property into the tax sale, there are additional expenses and fines that you have to pay now to get it out because they had to put it into the system. Long story short, $800 later or so, not a very good tactic, right? So I'm going to show you this. So if you are buying a property, I want you to use a couple systems. Now I've shown a couple of these in other videos. I'm sure you can go back and look through our YouTube system, but don't forget any property that you can. And hey, this is public records, right? I'm not showing you anything that I'm not supposed to be showing you. You can go to qpublic.net, look up the county, and you can look at the, whatever it is that listed. Some counties are pretty strict, and when you get into states like Florida, you can't see anything unless you pay for it. So, hey, it is what it is. But in Georgia, we basically see all the information we need. I mean, this is a breakdown of the property, including the VIN number, the size of the home, the year, the make, the model, what they value it. That's humorous always, but okay. But that's the property. This is one in a mobile home park that we are dealing with. So here's the thing. If I wanted to check, let's say this is not a park owner selling me this mobile home, but instead it's actually a direct seller. All right, Mr. Direct Seller, have you paid taxes on time? Oh, yeah, yes, we're caught up. I just don't have the decal on her because I lost it before I put it on. We hear that all too often. Okay, well, that's fine. Let me do my thorough due diligence, and I will get right back to you, okay? Sure, everything checks out. Well, I'm gonna take that address, and I'm gonna take that owner, and I don't even need that. I can simply go to qpublic.net and type in the state, type in the city. I'm sorry, the county, which in this case, it's Houston County. It's Warner Robins, Georgia. And I'm gonna go and put the address of the mobile home park. If it was an individual mobile home with an individual address, then you would use that, okay? But you type in this address, and of course, you'll have to go through a bit of searches here. Sometimes they have a PB number where you can search them, and it'll give you lot numbers. That's a beautiful thing. Not always. I had to go through all of them this time. but I'm here. So we get here, and this is part of what I'm going to check through, because if I was going to call the tax assessor's office, they're going to ask me for certain numbers. Mobile homes are still very laid back in a sense where they don't always meet the system, and sometimes the system doesn't read them accordingly. You have to really have specifics for them to be able to find it. Simply giving them the address, the lot number, you would think that they would find it. Not always the case. Okay, so, but if you get in here, this is similar to what they're able to see in the system because they have inputted this information in here. So account number, you have it. Okay, location, obviously you know the address because you found it in here to begin with. And then you have the lot number, which is what we want. Of course, the district, the city, Warner Robins. And then many times they're going to ask you for this parcel number. That is huge. This is how they're going to be able to find it. Okay, now I can't get a hold of the tax assessor's office. It is Friday night after 5 p.m. Everybody's done gone home. Nobody's there to answer my questions, but I've got to close on this deal or I'm going to lose it. Okay, don't rush it. I'm going to tell you that right now as advice. There's another website you can go to, okay? And every city, county has it the same thing. Typically, you can just search for tax records, how to pay tax records, or pay my bill, taxes. It won't get you into the system. They make it pretty easy because they want you to pay the bill. All right, so I get into the system. Warner Robins, Georgia property tax. Search for your property, etc. It gives you the option to put the name, the map, parcel, property ID, same as serial, tax bill, or property address. You can use any of the ones you want because you can go right back over here and get all the information that you need from the top section. And if you need to scroll down and see who is the owner, there it is. Again, I feel like I'm showing you something I should not, but this is public records, okay? You won't need any of that, not for this here, but this is essentially what you need, all the information. You go back on here, you put the property address, 125 Wall Street, tax bill. We don't have that because we don't actually have the bill that came into the mail, but we do have the map, parcel, property ID because here's the parcel that we needed. This is what's going to get you the most. If you ever call a tax assessor's office, this is the way to go. All right, so you put your information in here and you're able to pick the years. Now, it does not matter if you put 2019 or 2021. If they're behind 3-4 years, it will show you a stack of due, and then a total. That's just the way it shows it on there. So you're able to see, so they didn't only pay 21, but 2020 didn't get paid, 2019 didn't get paid. Okay, take it back, negotiate, and make sure you always mention that you're not here to pay their bills. You're simply here to be an investor and not how you do your business sort of thing. So, all right, that is it for this video. Hope it helps you all out. For those of you asking about it, talking about it, if you need more information, email me at j@garciamhu.com. Visit my website at garciamhu.com. Thank you for watching.